Alcohol consumption is injurious to health. दारू पीना आपकी सेहत के लिए हानिकारी है. अब दारू ना पीजिए.
Welcome to Frequency and Friends, everybody. New year, new
Happy
episode.
New Year, boys.
Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Cheers to everybody making it back
guys.
out.
New Year.
All right.
We got some good, better weather today than last time.
Exactly. Let's start off with our introductions right away. I'm Kultar. We got
Kultar.
Please.
Kultar.
AKA Tari, AKA
Terry Boy.
I grew up with that my whole life, man.
Dottie,
Going through
Dottie,
the
Terry,
Kultar,
Neighborhood
they called it all,
Electrical, Rai.
But it is Kultar. That's the way my grandfather named me. That's what I'm sticking with. Kultar it is.
Down.
Who do we got over here, KSR?
Thanks.
Hey, you got KSR over here. Thanks.
No, introduce yourself. I'm sorry.
It's your boy, DJ
You
KSR.
brought it back to the original.
The original.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up? It's Manit, DJM. How's everybody? I don't know. Nobody's even here.
Hold on.
Yo, let's talk to our audience that's sitting behind the
Hello,
camera.
how's everybody?
Manit's got a white masking tape on his mic. Why is that, Manit? Tell everybody.
I'm having a bad day, man.
You having a bad day? Hey, it's a new year. You're supposed to be
That
new
just
you,
adds to
no?
it.
Fuck this year. It's already shit.
2017 is going to hell already, eh?
Thursday was lit, but today's shit.
Oh, man.
February 1st, don't worry.
Who do we got to my left here?
Who just spoke about Jim.
Jim joined Kandola.
Yeah.
We'll get to New Year's resolutions.
The man
But,
to my
over
left
here,
who's
J-Statik.
talking about the gym.
J-Statik. I need to
J-Statik.
fucking go to the gym.
What's your full name,
ASAP.
J-Statik?
Diljit Singh, bro.
Hi, Jaggi. I call him Jaggi from now on.
Jackie Play.
And,
Yo, Jaggi bhai.
and to his left, who do we got?
Joti Dhillon.
Joti Dhillon. And behind the camera, we got our boy JT. Taking care of two cameras at once.
Yeah.
Multitasking.
Shout outs to JT. If you guys need a real estate agent, you guys can contact JT.
Or a
JT and Major
cameraman.
Realty Group, part of 21, Century
Either
21.
2 in 1. He'll shoot your wedding, then he'll sell you a house right after.
That's it.
Hey, new couples need a house anyways, right?
Straight
Once,
up.
once
That's
they get
true, it's
married,
like
you
2
need a
for 1.
house. They'll
Okay.
get the video done. Now
Get
you
married,
got
do
a
your
house.
parnivar, and you want to move out now?
That's
Funny
when
about
Don't spend $10,000 on decor.
Okay, boys.
Give it to JT. He'll get you a house, man.
We're here. Is it just me, or does it seem like the weather is totally fucked every time we come in here? Last time we came in through a snowstorm. This time we come in and it's freezing cold out.
Yeah.
But it's still boiling hot in this place.
And we live in Canada, so what do you expect?
But no, it's
Canada.
true. And I was thinking about that today. I was like, we've lived in Canada our whole lives, all of us, and I still can't get used to every
I will
single
never
winter.
get used to
I'll
it.
never.
I
get
hate
it.
it. I want to move.
This is my first
Where are you
full
gonna
winter
move to?
here in like 3
Where would
years.
KSR
You're in
move
the
to if
worst
he had
spot.
choice?
No,
One
dude,
conversation
we
to
have
start.
no snow in Hamilton, Stony Creek right now.
Really?
Like you see the grass. Every time I drive down here, there's like piles of snow everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, we got nothing.
It's kind of
It's
like
all melted
I
away.
saw on the news, Georgia, South Carolina, places that it's never snowed before.
Italy.
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 Well, Italy's got snow in the northern part.
No, but like it's. I heard. Well, I don't know exactly. I'm not gonna fucking do this, but I'm pretty sure I heard that in Italy, all across, it's been snowing
He sounded
in some
so
major parts.
confident when he said it.
I was about to, and I'm like, hold on.
Sick.
Yo,
Right.
fuck Italy and fuck the snow. Let's talk about some music. So, 2017, new music, new year.
No,
do you guys-
do you know it's done with? Now it's
Yo,
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini,
When
not
it came out,
Lamborghini.
the
Lamborghini.
Day after.
Lamborghini.
Yeah.
But it came out in 2016, but still, it's considered a
It's
new
a
track for
2017
2017.
track,
Dude, huge track. I fucking loved it.
Yo,
Like
but it-
most tracks
yo-
grow on you. You first hear it and you're like, whatever. And then it grows on you. This track, as soon as JJ showed it to me, I'm like, yo, I love it. And I downloaded it right
How do you
away.
feel about the video?
Sick video.
Right?
His Darty.
I thought it was
The
really
BB
good.
at
like
Yeah,
a
Darty
pure-
looked fake.
It's fake.
Bruh, it is fake.
looked-
but
it
it
looked
looks
fake.
sick.
It looked
It is fake.
fake.
Yeah.
So I don't know about you guys,
Darty's
but
fake for sure.
I feel like the mixing on it was horrible.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
garbage.
The fucking so much distortion.
Garbage.
I played it yesterday,
Says
last
all
night
the
at my
DJs
gig.
in
But
the
hold
room.
on. You think it's garbage, but you love that shit. You always tell him, yo, just put everything
No,
back.
I like
but like,
loud
No,
dole
yeah,
and
he's
stuff.
different, yeah.
I don't like distorted.
I played it last night at my gig, and it was like,
It sounded, the actual track sounded distorted.
Dude, I got
no, the actual
My
track
cousin
is
is-
distorted, not sounded. It is distorted.
Really?
It's distorted.
a couple of my cousins
Uh-huh.
just heard it, and the first thing he said was, "We love the song, and the essence is there,
Yeah.
but it just sounds like the guy literally just put it up and went, here's all the levels, send it out."
But these are
So, like-
these are sound geeks speaking. Guys,
Have
who
you
Yeah,
seen
but
the
no,
waveform?
but I'm saying
The waveform,
other
like,
people
all
are telling
that?
us.
Yeah.
regular people that just listen to
Sausage.
music.
So it's like it was done up and then -1 on it to like make it a little bit less. And I bought it from iTunes because I thought maybe it was like the shitty version.
I'm always doing the right thing.
No. I downloaded it first.
Shout
and
out
then I bought it after.
MrJot.com.
No, yo, after our last podcast conversation, I downloaded it illegally.
I bought it off iTunes.
I ain't buying another song for the rest of my life.
I bought it off iTunes, and then because it still sounded like shit, what I did was I put it into Logic and I cut it a little bit, made it EQ, put my own EQ on it, so it sounds.
So you're editing your own music, so it sounds good for yourself
for
when
sure.
you listen to it.
So it sounds
Shout
good
out
for
to DJ M for perfecting music all
For
the
his
time.
clientele.
Yeah. Okay,
careful.
you guys have to do that sometimes, right? When you play a track for people at weddings or whatnot, do you have to fix
not
up tracks?
not
or?
to that extent, but sometimes like we'll make dole mixes that we feel that dole's missing for.
How does that happen? Is it Diljit track? Does he not got all this money and engineering behind him? How does he need?
I don't think it's him himself. The people that he gave it to are who are kind of taking care of it.
Who
Or maybe they're trying to rush it, have it out
who
by
puts
the
out
day.
Diljit's music in the first place?
It depends on who makes it. Or like you mean
depends
who
on
puts
who's
it out or who's making it?
Well, who's making it?
Who made that song was Jatinder Shah. And who mixed it was, as far as I know, Samir.
Who's that?
Samir is his mixing engineer.
Samir. Okay, and they're all from India.
But Jatinder Shah's done a lot of his songs where it hasn't been an issue.
Yo, Jatinder Shah has the same fucking beat in every song. He's sick, but he has the same beat in every song.
So does every other big producer
I
now,
wanted to
man.
talk
Dr.
about,
Zeus,
Munda
Jatinder
Like
Shah.
Me, Munda Like Me is produced by Jatinder Shah, which is
Really?
Jazz Dami, yeah.
I didn't
And
know
then
that
Panjitara is the same fucking beat. Like it's not even different. Like it's just the same key, it's the same beat. It's just like he took muted jazz and put on fucking Diljit and just put in the piecework and.
Two hit songs.
Otherwise, yeah, they're bangers, bro, bangers.
I wanted to speak about clothing
yo-
influence. So Diljit's video, you guys have all seen it. He's wearing the what do you call it, the toti thing or whatever that thing is that you wrap around.
Toti nahi hundi, oye,
Toti.
chadra hunda.
Chadra. Okay, I'm sorry.
JJ just looked over at me like I'm sure Joti has something to say about it.
Right? And he's got the Air Force Ones on. He's got the chadra on. Sorry, not toti, chadra. And then he's got a blazer with a caterpillar T-shirt underneath. So is this gonna become the new trend in India? Is everybody gonna be wearing
Yo,
Air
bro,
Force
nobody
Ones
wears
with
fucking
chadra?
chadra in India. Say fucking 16.
Well, nobody used to wear the corte with the thing here either, but now at all the weddings, I did it at my own wedding.
I
I'm
don't
not
see
gonna lie.
But that's like a
Only-
fashion statement. The
Right?
chadra with all that stuff is
Well,
just
the guys
like,
that we
it's
know
just
in
out there.
Chandigarh, I've seen pictures of them, and they're wearing chadre and kurte, and then they're wearing friggin'
On like a regular day, like
no,
just fucking
when they're going
walk
out.
out and shit.
I mean, it's just a trend, right?
Yeah,
like,
it's a trend. Yeah.
how many people follow this guy and will start wearing because he's doing it? Even if it's for a joke, I've seen so many
Yo, honestly,
videos where
like
he's.
Halloween. You're telling me people
I
are
have-
not
people
going to
are
be
dressing
Diljit
up.
for Halloween and wear something like that?
I have
No?
something to say about that as well.
How
Yo,
about that?
honestly,
that was too much?
so I shop at H&M. I'm sure a lot of you do.
90%.
So I went to H&M and there's this fucking like a jumper, like it's like a crew neck and track pants. It is Bugs Bunny design, and I copped them, right?
Sick.
And everybody like, you're full, like, when are you gonna wear this Bugs Bunny shit? Like, what are you fucking 10 years old? I'm like, yo, it's sick,
sick.
right?
So
But yo, take
sick.
this in. Like 2-3 months after I bought this, fucking Diljit comes out in Panjitara wearing the same fucking Bugs Bunny crew neck, and everybody's like, oh shit, he's wearing Bugs Bunny. I'm like, yo, mad
sick.
after Putusi.
Oh, man.
So basically,
It's just the way it is. People are going to hate it.
you gotta
until-
be somebody to be wearing something.
Right? Yeah. And that's the point I was getting to.
Yo, that's true,
How did
it's
you
true.
No.
Yo, Diljit rocked everything. Yo,
That's what it is. The
I'm
point
Isn't
I was
that
getting
funny?
to.
He just says something that's he actually meant, but it's
No,
still
I didn't.
punk. No.
Yeah.
It was like you actually meant the way you said it, but it's funny. 'cause
It's
punk
true.
it.
It's
Yeah.
why do you think Jazzy B came out the track Trendster? That's the whole thing. Is that what he does, it'll trend. And shout out to Jazzy B's coming out with a new album, Folk and Funky 2.
Yeah,
What do you guys? How do you guys feel about that?
I'm-
I know we got big fans
Okay,
of
so
Jazzy B
I think
here.
there's a huge problem with this because all of us are pumped for this album. So the expectations for this album is fucking through
He's
the
not
roof.
helping. He's not helping. He's promoting it like crazy.
And if
He's-
there's a
but that's
London
the thing,
Opadona part 2.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
That's what I've
You-
heard.
yeah, actually,
I saw
heard from you
hashtags
too.
in London Opadola.
So like the expectation level is so high,
yeah.
which is really hard to
Honestly,
meet.
for
I'm
Jazzy
gonna
B,
wait.
right?
I'm
I'm
gonna
worried
wait
about it.
until the stores have that hard copy for that album because I'm not even gonna get it on iTunes. I want the physical fucking CD.
I wanna hear JJ.
You,
what
I
have
bet
to say
you
about
won't
Fuck
wait
that.
till the store.
that. JJ, what were
Don't
you
worry.
gonna say?
To
I'm
me,
gonna
I-
document it on Snapchat. Follow me.
I treat it like movies. Whenever you see a movie which is way overly promoted, the movie usually sucks. And I love Shinda and whatever he was doing before.
Yeah.
And same thing with Jazzy B. I love Jazzy B.
Before.
Fucking guys,
So
straight trendsetter.
here's the-
I'm scared of this album.
So here's the
Really?
thing: they
Yeah.
never changed. They just didn't develop with time. So I'm
they did
expecting.
change,
No, they didn't.
No,
do
I
that.
think they
Shinda's-
tried
Shinda
too
went-
hard to develop with time. They should have stayed who they were. But
But-
they were killing it.
I feel like that whole Shinda vibe just died. It was the same production. Same thing was happening with Amin Hair. It was the same music coming again and again.
The thing with Amin
every-
Hair and Shinda was the same music. It was the same music coming at the same time. Like, you know, Amin Hair would drop a track and Shinda would drop a track and they sounded the same.
But Hair compositions sounded the same. Like they're all Englandy compositions. You know where
Which
the
I still
chords
like.
are
I
going.
think
all-
they're sick.
and,
I
yeah.
think they're sick.
But like Shinda, I thought was crazy when he came out with the shit before. Even like the whole break your neck type shit that he did. It was so crazy. And then he just went somewhere else.
Well, I mean, I heard Jazzy B say in an interview, the reason for this album is because all his old school fans feel like he's doing too much new stuff, and the new people want the new stuff. So he's like,
Same.
let me try to meet in the middle and
Like-
give them something that they
But
can
you
both
know
be
what I
happy
heard?
with.
You know what I
right?
heard about this album? Sorry.
Go ahead, go ahead.
What I heard about
Everybody's
this
so
album.
polite today. New Year, everybody's real
You,
polite,
you,
eh?
me.
We're only 2 drinks in. That's why.
It's okay.
Let's give
Go
him
ahead,
another
go
2,
ahead.
3 drinks.
Go
We're
on, go
good.
on. I got a point
What-
to make after.
What I heard was that you know how you were saying he's doing all the new stuff and he's experimenting a lot with his music, especially like he with JJ he did the trap track, and then he had Honey Singh, he did the house shit, and he did that one track in Bollywood which was really flop, right? But what I heard with this album because it's folk and funky, he's going back to that same sound that they had. It's just strictly folk. There's no new shit. There's no rapping, none of that. I heard it's down to the
Down,
core
slow
jazzy
down,
beat
bro.
for what he is.
Exactly.
And even I see the shit that post on Instagram, like they're using the instruments and the keyboards and the synthesizers that they used in the first album for this second album.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold on.
We got
wait,
some
wait,
I've
audience.
been following this album for the last, you could say 8 months to a year. I've been following folk and funky
Folk
too.
and you knew. Oh shit.
I knew it's
I
coming
just found
out.
out
Shout out
about
that
it, yo.
Twitter account, Classic Jazzy B. That Twitter account, or that Instagram account is so sick. He's got that
Who-
30-second hick.
yeah,
down.
yeah.
Oh my god, with the little
30
friggin' heart
seconds?
in the bomb. So jokes.
What is that?
He's got a classic Instagram account,
Okay. Like an
So
old school
classic
Jazzy,
Jazzy
one.
B, that's what it is.
Uh-huh.
and he's got all his old clips of when he used to,
Like perform
yeah,
and do
or
all
like
this
have
stuff.
video
Yeah,
clips
yeah.
or whatever.
Sick.
Yeah.
Best video.
Do you think it's
best
him
music
doing
videos.
it or is someone else doing it?
How do you feel
Well,
about
he promoted it.
Have
I
you
don't
guys
know
seen
the story, but he
Jazzy B's
promoted it,
clothing
so-
line?
Sick.
Have you seen his clothing line? Be Jazzy?
Shout out, friggin' Akshay Kapoor. He put it out. Or is that Akshay?
What,
What's his
Akshay
name?
Kapoor?
Yeah,
I don't know his last
Well, explain
Kapoor,
that.
yeah.
What do you mean? Akshay
Our
Kapoor
guy
put
that-
out...
Capsons?
Small, yeah, captions. Shout out captions.
What is
God.
captions?
So when I went to India the first time, I met up with these promoters and guys in
When you went with
Chandigarh.
Humble?
Yeah,
Okay.
when I went with Humble.
Yeah.
So we met up with these guys, and these guys are or co-owners or promoters at the same time. I'm gonna say promoters and co-owners of a club called S Lounge in Sector
Cafe.
where
Oh, we spoke. Well,
They
that's
changed
where
it to
that's
like
where
a
you were
cafe,
mistaken
yeah.
for J-Star.
J-Statik.
Shout out,
J-Statik.
shout outs to Sahil and Karan
Yeah,
Bajaj.
straight up.
Uh-huh.
And Akshay was also one of the guys that we met while we were there, and he owns a store called Capsons, and it's actually that's the store where Jazzy B is putting out all his clothing.
Oh,
It's like a
okay.
franchise. It's called
Yeah.
Capsule.
Probably one
There
of
was a
the
video.
stores,
I saw it
right?
on
Is that
YouTube,
totally
and then I
different
saw.
than Gary Sandhu? He's got his freshie
Freshie.
clothing.
He's
line,
got his
right?
own
I
stores.
went to
in
that
Punjab,
store.
though.
Also,
Khan,
he-
Khan
Gary-
Saab works there.
What-
Really?
Yeah, I went to the store. So
Hold on, who's Khan
He sang that song Rim Jim, Rim Jim. He's signed in Fresh
Sick.
Media. So my mom and them, like, if you go to India, you know Fagwara is the place you go shopping and stuff, right? So my mom and them were
I
shopping.
thought it was
like,
Jalandhar,
more
model
like
town.
suits and stuff,
Fagwara,
right?
yo.
Fagwara. Yeah. So my mom and my masi
my
were
hood.
shopping in Fagwara, and then Jalandhar, my boy Arki, Kandola from Vancouver lives in Jalandhar, so he goes, come link me, and beside, he goes, grab some food and grab like both or whatever. I'm like, yeah, safe. I'm coming. My mom and them are shopping at. So beside the McDonald's in Jalandhar near Rama Chowki, or Rama Mandi Chowk, right? There's McDonald's, and right beside there's Fresh Records or Fresh Media. So that's Gary Sunday's store.
Yeah.
And I walk in the con, something Khandipa ji kere shoe lene hai?"
It's called,
way.
so his
Yeah.
store is called Fresh Media Store,
Yeah.
and then that's where he
Yeah,
sells
it's all like
his
it's all like
clothes.
it's all like just.
I thought
like,
it was a dope
seen his
idea.
Instagram
Like,
pictures
you know
and
what?
shit.
He
It's sick.
jokes on the fact that he is a freshie. He knows he's a freshie, and that's what his clothing is
He
all
got
about.
deported for
I think
being
it's
a
dope,
freshie.
right? Well, that.
It's right beside the
I wanted
McDonald's.
to
sick.
talk about that actually. Gary
wicked.
Sandhu. So before, when he blew up, he was in the UK, and then all of a sudden, like his songs were everywhere, and then I heard he's getting deported.
He's got some crazy. I don't even know if I'm
heard-
allowed to
I've
say
heard some
his stories.
rumors,
I've heard
yeah,
this.
I
but
heard from him what his actual entire
From-
story is.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, so I'm not saying shit.
that why
All I
he-
know is
I don't want to
He
sour
was
any.
got
I don't want to sour any
some
relationship.
crazy
No, but I mean, if he
story
said it, it
trace
must
of
be
getting
true,
to where he's trying to get to.
Yo,
Can you give us a little
Can you give us a
masala?
little
of it?
hint?
Fuck that.
that.
There was like,
Well,
I've heard-
I know.
all I gotta say is shout out to that guy for making
What
making that trek to get to UK.
Well, I
How
know
about
Gary.
that?
Gary
That's all I
Sundar
gotta
used to
say.
be in construction. While he was in the UK, he worked construction. He was working like some sort of construction job. He used to sing on construction sites. I don't know if that is true or not.
I don't know.
But he was working construction, and then he finally made it, working hard.
Well, he never had proper training or anything. He just sang.
he said
well,
it.
He
Well,
says
he
it.
says
You
it.
told me
That's
himself,
the same
right?
thing with.
No, we heard it
He
together.
goes, "I'm just a kid from a band who can sing."
He
kind
said
of thing.
something.
And
Not
now they
even
put
that.
it.
We were at a wedding together. The wedding he hooked us up with, and when we went there,
Oh, India?
yeah, the
We
first
did a
thing he
wedding
said,
with him.
he was like, "I am not a singer. I'm an entertainer, and that's what I'm good at. So please, if I fuck up,
Forgive me.
yeah, forgive me."
Which is-
Same thing with Emmy, where he has interviews on TV. He goes, yo, mujhe da kuch nahi pata. He goes, I sing. He goes, I went to
Yo,
fucking.
like-
Because I went to university and my boys like, yo, we make music. You sing. Let's drop a track.
Let's get it together.
Master
Yeah.
Saleem
that's it.
like called out like Gippy on stage once too, because Master Saleem's
Master
very
Saleem
talented.
called
but
out
learned
Gippy
to-
Grewal.
Like he kind of taunted him because he's like Marjani Fondi Pangada, and he pointed at Gippy and he's like, "Oh, what's up, Gippy?" So he was punking him.
What does he
Yeah.
mean by that? What do you mean?
Like, yo, because, Master Steve, because I've seen interviews, Master Steve, like, yo, I'm from one of those families where it's like, if I sang the sort of wrong, I didn't get roti to eat at night. Like,
'Cause
that's
he
the
came
kind of
from a
family I'm
musical
from. And that's how
family, right? He
that's
would-
how that's how we train.
went
Like,
to
when
one
you
of his
fuck
Toronto
up
shows.
Yeah.
as a little kid, you're not gonna eat dinner if you
100%.
get that shit wrong.
I went to one of his Toronto
musical
shows.
family,
Buddy,
right? But-
I went to one of his Toronto shows,
yeah.
and he was singing. He kept standing. He was by far the most entertaining concert.
Who
I've
are you
been to.
talking about
Master
here?
Saleem.
Master Saleem. Okay.
He was so entertaining, and then at one point he was singing a song, and he realized he started that song at a high sur pitch. For those that
What
don't
is
know what
sur
sur is.
is pitch?
Sur is like pitch.
Key,
okay.
What
key.
key you're singing in.
So
he started
knew
the
he
song
was
in so high
key.
that
Okay.
he stopped at a point. He's like, "Oh my god, I have to go higher. I'm gonna die." And then he stopped. He's like, "Listen." He's like, "मेरे बापू ने मैंने एक गल कही सी." He's like, "सुर जड़ा आ, ओ तेरा लगना चाहिदा भावें तू मर जाਵੇਂ."
Wow.
So he went and he hit that key, even though his voice was cracking.
Wow.
He sounded like he was dying, but he hit that
And you
key.
got to see this
And
live.
everyone went crazy
That is
cheering for him.
nuts.
Like, it
You
was
thi-
so
you-
amazing.
I did go.
Do you think he
Yeah,
did that
I
as a
tried it.
tactical thing during a performance to get everybody hype, or you think
I
that's
don't
just the
know.
way? Because you see
But he's-
Gurdas do stuff like that.
He's
like
mad.
he gets the
He
crowd
improvised
into
and
it, right?
stuff, but it was cool. But anyways, I think I saw a YouTube video of him calling out Diljit too, and Diljit straight upside. He's like, "Baji, aa kam jehda a, eh main to nahi hona. Assi hek te jor te gaun wale hain." That's it.
But yo,
Okay.
I'm down.
Master Steve, he's a cocky guy as well. He tried calling out these 1-2 Diljits, not these classically trained guys. He called out Rahat one time. No, not Rahat. He called out
Wadali
Wadali. Sorry,
Khan?
Lakhwinder Wadali. And Wadali.
Oh, he punked him.
And Wadali, they started going back and forth. They started doing the Jugalbandi kind of thing, right? It's on YouTube. If I
the
can get
ju-
the clip, I'll play it for you guys.
Jugal,
Right
hold on,
now.
what did you say?
And he,
Jugal-
I know
Jugalbandi?
exactly what video you're talking
Yo,
about.
What did he say? Hold on, what did you say? Jugalbandi?
Jugalbandi.
What does
That's
that
like
mean?
where they go back and forth.
It's like
It's like a
playing,
freestyle.
Yeah, it's like a freestyle
between
playing
two
around.
Punjabi singers.
So there was a
Freestyle
Jugalbandi.
Fridays.
There was a Jugalbandi with Rahat, but that wasn't like a taunt. That was just he respects that house so much because he looked up to Rahat's Chacha Taya.
Whatever it was. So
Raj Chacha
they
was
started
Nusrat,
doing
right?
it and
Hold on, let's explain this because a lot of people don't know what you guys are talking about. You
Rahat
go in
Fateh Ali
really.
Khan is-
Rahat Fateh Ali Khan is
He's
nephew of Nusrat.
Nusrat, yeah.
Nusrat
no,
Fateh Ali Khan,
it
right?
wasn't Nusrat. It wasn't Rahat. It was Lakhwinder Wadali.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying the taunt part, but they did some Jugalbandi. But the taunt part I've seen, where Lakhwinder Wadali and them are like,
Lakhwinder Wadali, who is this?
he's Wadali brothers, one of the Wadali brothers' son, Puran Chand Wadali's son,
Puran Chand Wadali.
which is
son,
the
okay.
older of the Wadali brothers.
Is there any songs that we can reference to that people will know who we're
His
talking about?
first like main song was the Diva Na Bajain Ajay Raat Bakiya.
I can't hear it, Joti, unless you sing it. What are you talking about?
No, that's
Yo,
like
Mute that.
that's
Mute
some
the track.
Sufi stuff
Mute the
right
You,
there.
you can't
you
make
guys
that
wanna hear
sur.
it-
You can't reach that sur.
If you would like to
basically,
hear it, I
is
do
what you're
have that
saying,
clip loaded up of Master Steve and Lakhwinder Wadali.
I'm down.
I'm down.
Let's
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 check
make
it
it
out.
happen.
Heard on that, like JJ, I see
Crazy,
JJ's
yeah,
face when he
I was
heard
dying.
that.
I'm dying right now.
JJ loves
crazy.
Coke Studios. We
So-
always. I
Oh.
remember when we were in New York, we sat in the hotel room. We had some downtime.
That's how sad
and
we are, isn't
I
it?
know it's kind of lame, but no, we partied hard
I
out
know,
there. But
yeah.
we were in New York, so we were sitting in the hotel. We
New
had
York.
some downtime, and Coke Studios. We were watching some amazing Coke Studios. Who was on there?
Hold
Hans
on.
Raj Hans.
But before we do that,
Yeah.
I want to ask. You guys know Master Saleem, obviously.
Yeah.
Sabar Koti. So, he learned
Yeah.
I
from
love
Yeah,
Sabar
I know.
Koti
Master
learned from
Sleem-
Master
I
Steve's
love
dad,
Dad.
no? right?
Yeah.
who was better.
I'll sing.
Master Saleem.
Yeah, Master Saleem.
You also know
no,
Hans
no, no,
Raj
you know
learned
what
from
it is? You know what it
Master
is?
Saleem's
Sabar
dad as
Koti,
well.
I only know
Master-
one of his tracks. Sabar
This
Koti,
is,
I
see, this is
know.
where it's
Sabar
hard because
Koti's
you know what?
sick.
Sabar Koti is one of those singers where he's only sang a certain type
He's
of
got
song.
no hits.
No, no,
But he's
Most
a dirty
no,
singer.
most of them is
I don't think he's got
a,
that
most
many
of them is a hit.
He's had
Most of
Mosa,
them are
Murakam,
good.
Angu.
Right?
Yo,
They're all
Master
sad songs.
Saleem,
Yeah.
his
Sabar
first
Koti all
album.
day, right? Yeah. H.
Yeah,
Outlaws in
man.
the house. Sabar Koti all day.
That's what I'm talking
You
about.
pick Sabar Koti over
Yo,
Master
listen to
Saleem.
his voice.
Yeah, I agree.
Can you
but
say? Can you say
you
Mosa
say who's
Mwangu?
better? Master Saleem. That guy had an album that was legendary at the age of 10.
Okay, that's fine,
I
but
don't give a
listen,
shit.
listen.
Have you seen them two live? Have you seen them battle each other?
Yes, I have.
He destroys
What
them.
do you guys? Do you like them better because you Master Saleem's had a different, like a whole bunch of different type of songs, right?
Yeah.
Like
Coke
Sabar
Studio.
Koti's only sang one type of song. So you got. He
I would
said,
love to
who do you
see-
like better? So let's bring it, narrow it down.
I
In
love
that
Master Saleem
genre
better.
of music where they sing that sad like guzzles and all
I'm
that
just saying, who do
bullshit.
you like better
All that bullshit.
as a singer?
No, I
Me,
think Master
Sabar
Saleem.
Koti.
Yeah, Sabar Koti for sure. But you know what? Sabar Koti's only sang one type of song.
All right, let's break into some
He's
new.
not
Let's
proven.
break
You know
into
what?
that-
A better comparison would be Sabar Koti and Clear Khan. Because they
No,
both
no,
have
no,
those
no.
sad songs.
100%.
Claire
bro.
Khan can do sad songs, but he doesn't have that classical touch to him like Sabar
He's ill
Koti.
too.
He's
Alright.
nowhere close to these guys.
But he's not
man.
as
He's
close
in a
to them.
completely
old,
different.
old school music.
Hans Raj,
We can go
is
at
in
it
the
all
same-
day. You guys can name people off all
Coke
day.
Studio,
But-
Hans Raj.
Yes,
Goddamn.
Holiday
Let's-
Abba?
yeah.
Oh my god.
I know, that's
With
what
the
that's what I was saying
The
with New
girls
York.
part
That's
and
what I was
So
Holiday
saying.
Abba
good.
is the
Yeah,
best
And then the
part
girls
for
just.
Abba.
Okay,
back.
guys. Hello, Hanji. Hello.
Let's get back to
Let's
it.
get into some new music.
Yo.
Let's talk about some local artists. How do you guys feel about Prophecy? He just dropped an album.
I love Prophecy.
Where's
I
Prophecy
think
from?
Prophecy is
He's from Vancouver.
his new album
No, from Calgary.
is
Where's he
sick.
from?
Calgary.
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 Prophecy
Not
from
local.
Calgary. You think his album
Shout out.
sick?
I think his album was so
Shout out
dirty.
Prophecy.
I don't
Yeah.
know him. Have you met him?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so is he like born in Canada and he could just sing Punjabi like crazy? Is he from India? What's his story?
He came
As
out
far
to
as I know,
Next
he's from here.
He's from Calgary.
Yeah.
He's from Calgary.
He's from
born in
Calgary.
yeah, he's born and raised
I'm
here.
assuming he is.
here.
I don't know, but I actually met him in Vancouver a few years back. Him and his cousin Harj. So they were just like cool guys to chill with. I think I did one of their cousins' weddings.
I can't believe it's Punjabi. Punjabi is amazing during his
just-
music,
I
right?
feel like his main thing is his beats and his compositions.
Compositions
Who's
are
responsible
huge,
for
man.
that?
I love his
He's doing
compositions.
everything.
He does everything himself. So he sings, he records, he mixes, he masters everything himself.
You know why I like this album?
Why?
It's because this album, he specifically told us, or told me,
Mhm.
he's like, it was going towards a weekend type vibe.
Yeah.
And this whole
You can
album,
feel that.
you can feel it. You know it. As soon as you hear it,
I
you're
like
like,
his promo
that
tools.
track-
He's got the cassettes
Yeah,
and then he
100%.
drops the songs. He's got
I love
all-
the cover, yo. The cover's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
With
they
the
got a
cassette
they
with
got a
the
big
reel
song.
coming through.
Obviously, everybody's probably heard it by now. Rumors. It's got Fateh on it, and it's got Just Rain. How do you guys like
Yeah,
that
it's,
track?
it's good. I honestly I didn't know Just Speak could sound like.
yo, Jasmeet's classically trained.
Yeah, I know he is, but like.
Dude,
I
have you
didn't
seen him play the
know- That was
tabla?
sick. That was
Have you
sick.
heard him play tabla?
Sick.
He's
saw him on
insanely
Snapchat.
amazing.
Okay, but let me
my
ask you
Snap-
guys this: do you think, no offense to Just Rain, but do you think he was necessary on that track?
Nah, he wasn't.
They're boys.
They're boys, so
Yeah.
like just throw them
Why
on.
not?
It
Like,
was literally, it was.
Why not,
It was.
like with the way I think of it, and the people that I heard the song with were kind of like it takes away from the credibility of the track because Just Meet's known as a comedian. He's known as somebody who does comical stuff.
But
on
it's cool.
YouTube.
Like, yo, Superwoman did a track with Jussie Sidhu, right?
and I've never
That's
heard it. Is it
rapping.
good?
She was rapping on it, but regardless, she's
Uh-huh.
a YouTube comedian,
Yeah.
and she went on a track and she did real work. There was
So
nothing comedic about it.
what are you looking for?
So,
Are
like,
they
same thing,
trying
right?
to
No, but that's
follow
just-
a musical
But what
career? Like what are they
What
doing
you're
here?
missing is these guys are artists in general. So like he just said that Superwoman went out and did a song with Jesse Sidhu. If you know Superwoman before, she went through many phases of what she wanted to do, and one of the things that she actually wanted to do,
rapping.
well, first she started dancing,
Yeah.
then she started rapping.
Uh-huh.
So she was always rapping before she did YouTube stuff.
I remember there
and
was-
then
Just
she
Me.
got into YouTube stuff.
Same as Just Meet. He did classical music.
Traveled
He's classically trained
North
at
America.
tabla. And so this is an opportunity for
So
him.
that-
If you're networked with him like Prophecy is, then why not, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's fun too. As an artist, you always want to try things that are fun and things that you want to do. So when you have an album, out of all those songs that you do, one of those songs to do stuff like that.
Well, for
is like-
him, I agree that's fine. You know, he wants to try stuff, he wants to figure stuff out. But for Prophecy, as somebody
I'm gonna
who's
explain
trying to
that
take
situation.
himself
He's only
serious as
he's
a
only
singer,
a feature on one song. It's not like it's Just Rain on
but
every
it is
track.
the biggest hit on the album,
It's a
no?
But why is it the
100%.
biggest hit on the album?
Because of him. So are they
He's
doing
a
it
big
for the
push to it.
But so
I
you
don't,
think
I don't think it
Prophecy?
was. I think a lot of other songs were
I
bad.
haven't even heard.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I've heard that
Rumors
one
has
track.
got a lot of views. Rumors has got
Rumors
a lot
is
of
It's
views.
crazy.
the first single or the second single, and it had a video. a lot of the songs are gonna follow up with videos.
Shout out to the video.
Oh,
I
shoot.
saw the video. It's pretty crazy, man. They got the.
didn't watch
I don't know if it's
Segura.
becoming a big
Yo.
thing with the fluorescent tubes hanging
Suk
down.
Segura
Everybody's doing
shot
that,
it.
and Label
Killed
Black did it in the video.
You know who has a sick fucking video right now? Gippy Grewal with that Lahore song.
You
Oh,
love that.
man,
track.
Yo, that
relax.
plane,
Yeah.
that plane set was sick.
Sick, right?
The plane
Yo,
with
I
the
know you don't
graffiti?
like the song. Honestly,
I can't
last,
stand the
last
song.
podcast
Yo.
was like, yo, Gippy's this, Gippy's that. But yo, honestly, I heard that track. I was like,
Navi
yo,
Compose
Switch
wrote
of
it.
sides.
That's different.
2017
I was
DJ
like,
M's
that's
coming
different.
over to the
I
Gippy
was like, that's
side.
different. I'm like, yo, he sounded good and the production was
90%
good.
of the song.
And it was the same beat as the Amrinder Girl song.
This guy made me turn it off while I was playing. He's like, yo, turn it off. It's
Yo,
hurting
it's
my
a good
ears.
I
song.
love Zeus,
It's a good song.
and I love Gippy Grewal.
Yo, but you know what I'm looking forward to?
Do
Is
they
like
go
Zeus
well
and
together?
Billa
They do.
duet.
Uh-huh.
Zeus and Billa duet coming out, I think, in
Oh,
less
yo,
than a couple hours,
that
man.
trailer
4
sounds
hours.
sick. You sent it in the group, in the WhatsApp group. It sounds crazy.
It'll be another. I think
Yo,
it'll be like
break that
Mitra
down for
debut
us,
type
yeah.
banger.
It's gonna be an anthem.
And break it down. I didn't understand. What Zeus and who?
Zeus, and Lakhwinder Billa and Shipra Goyal. I don't know if you guys know who Shipra Goyal is.
Yes,
She's
I do.
No.
lovely.
Who is she?
Lovely.
Yeah.
She did
Ve main
Rivet-
lovely je lovely che padti.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I see. I
Jack
see. Yeah,
Department.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Yo,
her.
that video though. Yo, we used to watch that video in India. Like, it used to come on every like
No, we
third
didn't.
song.
I just remembered
Oh my
Gary
God.
Gary Sandhu on the way here. I was listening to Heartbroken. Is it Heartbroken? Broken Heart? Something like
Heartbroken.
that.
You know what I'm talking about.
Heartbroken. Well, he's
The
got
video?
Roach
Ve main
Killer in the
lovely-
track,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And how do you guys like that track?
Yo,
He's got.
yo, Roach
you know
is,
who I've never heard is Nasibo Lal. She's
Who's
sounded amazing on this track. I guess Heartbroken or Heartbroken, whatever it's
She
called.
wasn't probably part of it unless it sampled her.
They must have, cause she's
Did
when
she
they-
pass away?
Oh, she's still alive. I went to. I don't know.
You went to her what?
hold on a second. KSR,
go
you
to?
put
It was
are you
in
putting
England,
people in the
bro. That's
obituaries without.
Yeah.
No, she sounded very live on the track, but I mean, she's
yeah.
an amazing
She's
voice.
a legend.
The whole thing about-
off the record, because it's okay, ended up. I'll let you guys know. I went to a strip club in England.
Yo, okay.
They had like,
Yeah, that's on the record.
No,
Yeah.
no, DJ goes
Fuck
to
it.
strip clubs. It's
Let's
okay.
do it.
You
Okay,
don't
so
have a
whatever,
girlfriend.
I
You don't
was-
have a girlfriend.
I
You
was
ain't
strip club in
married.
England, and I swear to God, there was a Nasibo
You just
Lal.
went to check out the music,
There's a
right?
Nasibo Lal. There's a Singh DJing,
Are you
first of all.
kidding me?
There's a Singh DJing, first of all, and everything, and then there's a Nasibo Lal song playing. There's a girl on the pole. I was like, yo, this is lit.
Hold on, break that
This
down
is
again.
lit.
I need to hear that all over again. Tell me what happened. You went to a strip club in UK, and there's a stripper named Nasibo
Yeah,
Lal.
so we ended
No.
up there after.
Is that what he just said?
You just killed me.
The music playing was Nasibo Lal.
There's a
Oh.
Nasibo there's a song Dil Tor Kiya, it's a banger track.
And they were
Oh,
stripping to it.
Is it the one Jaspinder Nurullah remade?
I don't know. I got it. I don't fuck playing. it,
Where
but-
in England were you? Let's shout
I was,
this area.
yo, shout outs to Birmingham.
Okay, I thought
You
it was
guys
South
have a
Hall.
couple of them.
Birmingham?
It's lit. I was there recently. It was lit.
I was there last
And they
week.
play Punjabi
I'm not
music?
gonna lie. I've been
Yo,
to-
honestly, I went there. There was a singer DJing, and I was like, holy shit.
at the strip club.
At the strip club.
No.
Hey,
That's awesome.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there is
Yeah,
nothing
there's
wrong
nothing
with
wrong
Still
with
he's
it. but
do-
yeah,
he's working.
yeah, but
Get the karta,
my
get
man
the,
has
okay?
a podcast. He's like, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Crystal.
Man's making money.
that. Oh man,
Sick,
that's
yo,
awesome.
sick. Shout outs to that sing
Yo,
in Birmingham.
It was a cool experience because, you know, you've been to clubs all over the world and stuff like that. And it's like,
That's pretty crazy.
Speaking
they
of
have club
England,
music.
speaking of England, Punjabi by nature, they're from England, right? PBN.
Yeah,
They're
PBN.
coming out with a new
One guy,
album.
one
One guy.
Well,
Right?
probably multiple, but he.
Are we excited about this album that's coming out? They're
I
coming.
don't
They're
know.
dropping a new album.
Album.
Apparently,
Shout outs
yeah.
to PBN is
Well,
one of
I
my
see-
favorite producers. Like, I think he's
Really?
literally. I think he is
He's a good
the
friend
hit
of mine,
maker.
so-
I don't know if he's a good.
Really
I mean,
nice guy,
friendships
yeah.
or whatever,
Super
but
nice guy.
we're talking.
I think
musically.
production-wise, like the whole England era had their time.
It sounds the same
But
to
it's
me,
all
man.
the
I
same.
listen to
Yo,
Punjabi.
I
but-
went to a England
Right?
music video shoot, and I swear to God, before I got there, I could have told you what it was gonna be, and it was exactly that.
You kidding?
It was a stage, like a wedding type scene with a stage and a DJ, two tollies, and the singer in the middle, and a bunch of people dancing, which is every fucking
So,
UK video.
are they stuck in an era they need to move out of?
Yeah,
Yo,
man.
honestly, the beats
Like-
are sick. They still bang on the dance floor.
No,
right?
man, you think they bang on a dance
I like
floor.
it.
I don't
Yo,
think they
you
bang
don't
on a
Yo, I
dance
don't want to be
floor.
Ashik,
fucking dancing
Tony
to trendsetter at a
I'm not
wedding
talking
like
about that
this.
era. I'm down with that era.
taking
Yeah.
I'm
shots?
saying honestly, post PBN Ashik, I don't know what the fuck I
Up to
played.
Koni Janda.
I
don't
play
even
for
play that
Tejak.
song anymore.
I play for
Really?
Tejak.
Yeah.
I play for Tejak.
But the Jack is still with Raj.
I don't play. The only PBN song
Yo,
I play
Raj
is Ashik.
Bennings is sick.
Yo, PBN and
talented as fuck.
Mesopotamia.
That guy is young,
Well,
and that guy's voice is crazy.
PBN's got Akhiyan, Fitte Mu, and what's the other song? Hookah?
This man, whoa!
Yo,
what is
I
this?
looked it
Yeah.
up, man.
Hookah.
Yeah.
Hookah's the new
Hookah.
track.
Yo, but
Hold on, hold on.
all three
Hold
of
on,
those,
hold on.
all three of those tracks sound
Shout out
exactly
to
the same to
Kultar
me.
Rai. Can I
Mr.
get a
Fact
call Kultar Rai.
2017 preparation is key. All right.
This man has prepared for this podcast
Always.
since last one, which has been about a month ago. Those are a
Except
lot
he
of
said,
notes, bro.
Yo, I have
Hey.
notes as well. And
Punjabi by
Hukan
nature.
was one of my notes. What I was gonna say is like, yo, it was Mesaputia's comeback track. Honestly, Mesaputia, you didn't need a comeback, bro. Just chill, sit at home, enjoy your kids.
What is it?
Straight up.
What's that one saying?
Straight up, bro. Yo, Meso, you was good. Shout outs to Herman, who's also in the
Ryan
room.
Singh
Yo,
from
that guy
Scotland,
was
right?
whack.
Yo,
So
Ryan
no
Singh,
offense.
I have him on Facebook. He owns like a coffee or a pub or
Hold on.
something.
First
like
off,
that.
let's
Scotland,
shout out
Scotland.
who's on the couch right now.
H. Atwell, Herman
What's up, boy?
Atwell, my
But-
family, but
but
also a
Atwell.
good friend of ours.
Batatwal.
And what he
Your
was
name
saying.
from today on is Batatwal.
Let's explain what he was saying. So he said Ryan Singh. What did he say?
Scottish guy.
Scottish guy. What did he do?
What was that
Come
song?
I thought he was whack,
come to
man.
my
Like,
friend.
With the tumbi.
really simple production, simple stuff.
What
Like,
was that song?
I don't know. But that's exactly what I mean.
No, but I know.
Really, I would
No,
never
yo,
played any of his tracks at any party.
Mesoputia, he had good music. Tomka was still a banger. That's just all good tracks. But like at the end of the day, bro, you didn't need no fucking comeback.
That's him, right?
You sounded whack. You pronounced words wrong. The beat was the same as
Sing
Raj
that.
Bain.
Hold on, let's-
No,
can-
no,
can we
no,
hear
I'm not-
Joti
It wasn't
Dhillon?
good. It wasn't good.
Anything else but that song.
So Tomka came out with RDB, and he got success because of RDB. Half of these guys during this UK urban flavor thing, all these guys they owe it to RDB. RDB put
Speaking of RDB,
everybody on the map.
I don't know if it's resolved yet, but do you guys know if that whole Manj and his brother's beef with using RDB rights has been resolved? Is it still
No.
going on?
They don't bold any, bro.
Old
Bro,
lady?
who cares?
I-
That's like a one-day thing,
Uh-huh.
and then it falls off, and if it comes back up, we hear about it. If not, it's dead. It's already.
So it's totally dead.
It's been
So
swept
it's
up.
They
irrelevant.
both have two different stories.
I heard some
I was in
crazy
England,
shit. I
I'm
don't
about
want
to
to
go.
say.
I actually
but
went to his
I
brother's
bet.
house, so
Uh-huh.
he's a cool guy too. You know, Serge.
So everybody's got their own side of it.
Yeah,
basically.
so he.
Do you think the RDB name should be carried on? Should they make new music under that title, or just split off? Is it done?
Honestly, I think it's pretty sad that to see the brothers fighting over money and music like that. It's fucking pretty
Especially
whack.
after-
You know what? At the end of the day, family is everything.
We don't know
Um,
the extent of it.
We don't
I
know.
mean,
we don't.
obviously,
We
right?
don't. But like, yo, at the end of the day,
But
how
seeing
you
as
gonna-
a fan, you guys are fans of
Yo,
RDB. Everybody's
honestly,
a fan here.
I like yo. If I'm an only child, but if me and my cousins or me and my boys or like if it came down to it, we gotta know over some shit. I wouldn't
We're
be
your
like-
brothers. We're your brothers.
You know, that's what I mean. Like, look, legit though, like they're real brothers, three of them, right? So if
Yeah.
one passes away, how you gonna just turn your back
Yeah,
on
I
the
would.
other one?
I'm just thinking about my brothers.
You know, you have JJ, you have three brothers, right?
100%. Not
There's three
even a
brothers.
chance.
Yeah, one,
I just
two,
backed my
three.
brother up in front of my parents right now.
Well, I mean, you know
There's
what?
no way in hell that's
but
happening.
We're not in the situation where millions of dollars are at stake, where you've been on world
Bro,
tours.
millions of
I mean,
dollars
that-
ain't
that-
family.
It changes
Not
people.
yet.
I don't think
It
it was
does
too
change
much
people.
Not
to
yet.
do with money. I mean, I know a little bit more about it, but it's personal, so I wouldn't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is what it is. It's happening. Hopefully, in the future, they work it out. And
So
you
what,
know?
what can we say to people that are going to start off partnerships young, start off to try to do stuff
Do
together?
it.
I mean, just do it.
Fuck
don't
whatever's
worry
happening.
about
Yo, you can't control what happens later on in the future. Shit's gonna happen. Take your chances. Take fucking risks. That's a
And it-
risk.
like,
they
you-
took a risk together.
You gotta
Yeah.
take
It
everything
happened.
with a grain of salt.
But, like,
too,
they're
right?
Yo,
brothers.
And they
RDB
made history.
made a fucking
History.
yeah. They made a
It influenced the whole fucking generation of
That's
producers
it.
and artists.
I
and
remember
singers.
going to stores
Bollywood.
seeing RDB the album. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, who are these guys?
Like
What
I
is
know
branding?
Akshay
Who are
Kumar had
these
a big
guys?
part to do with their introduction into Bollywood too. I don't know if their introduction, but
Well, sing
but
his
he
king.
further on
used,
in
he
Bollywood.
used their
Sing his king.
songs in a award show.
yeah,
and
because
they
he's
became-
Punjabi at the end of the day.
He lives
So-
in Mississauga, right?
But the-
Akshay
Oakville.
Kumar?
He had a house-
Oakville?
Oakville,
Okay.
okay.
He does?
Shout out to Akshay Kumar. We
Well,
gotta
he's
get him
back-
on
he
the
had a
show.
house
If he's
now.
He has a
local.
house. He
Okay.
doesn't live
He
here.
was actually he was a Canadian ambassador for tourism internationally and in
Really?
India. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's why he did a few
Yo, when
movies.
the
Like,
got-
he
fucking
was
we
in-
got drunk
Olympics happened,
facts
when the
from Joti.
Olympics happened in fucking Vancouver, he ran with the torch.
yeah, that was crazy.
No, Akshay Kumar
Yeah.
did not run with the torch.
Yeah, he
Swear
did.
to God.
Yeah?
He's an ambassador for tourism, so
Uh-huh.
he was part of that. But he also shot a few movies in Canada to promote tourism for that.
Nice.
I was in one of them.
Speaking
by
of
the way.
He did
Canadians,
so many though.
we're always talking about UK artists. Obviously, they've done great things for Punjabi culture, Punjabi music. How do we feel about Canadian artists? We
Yo,
got so
next
much
big
talent
thing.
You know what?
coming out of here.
I would love.
Let's talk about
So
that.
much
Are you guys
talent.
down to talk about
Canadian
Us,
artists. Let's
where-
talk about where
well,
we come from.
Canada. Let's
or
do it.
where freaking
Canada
North
वाले
American
हैं.
artists
So
are going
I want to go to your Instagram post. We had a jam session right here in this studio with a bunch of the guys that we're all connected to, guys that are part of Frequency, guys that are networked with us, and
Frequency and friends.
and one of our boys that came down from UK, Ranveer,
Okay.
and we had a jam session with live musics.
Live instruments.
Live music.
Live music.
Sorry.
Live music.
Live instruments.
So-
we had sarangi, we had flute, algoze, tol, tolki,
What was the point of
tumbi.
this? What was
Just-
the point of this?
Shaker.
Literally,
Shaker.
I got a call from this guy saying, "Yo, are you free?" I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Yeah, I know you don't play any instruments, but are you down to just come through and just chill?" I'm like, "Fuck
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
I'm
because
down."
you had the keys to the studio.
No.
Wow, I just got.
Oh, there's the truth
Wow,
right there.
okay. And fuck that. I'm gonna delete that post, motherfucker. Watch.
All right. So what
done.
happened, Jyoti?
Go on, go
What
on, go on.
No, no,
Now,
go,
now
go,
that
go.
you've broken his heart,
So then
what,
I
what
messaged
happened
him.
at the
No,
jam session?
because I know this guy has.
Sabar
No,
Koti
because
song
this
out.
guy is the key to all doors. Not just the key to the studio. He's
He
the key
doesn't
to all
play an
music.
instrument,
Yeah,
but
I
he
can tell
puts
you.
it all
I got
together,
you, JJ.
right?
I got you.
He doesn't play music
Uh-huh.
instruments wise, but he
Yeah,
puts it all together.
So what was
but I
your
know
guys'
he
purpose?
has love for it
What was
too.
your guys' purpose
So
of getting
basically,
together?
one of our boys. So he's one of my best friend's cousins. His
Okay.
name is Ranveer. He's from England.
Yeah.
And he's a musician. He plays a lot of instruments.
Yeah.
And he's actually done a lot of tours with a lot of big artists as well. So he was down, and every time he comes down, my boys are always like, "Yo, let's set up a jam session." So this time I'm like, "Yo, let's make it happen," because I have our boys from Frequency, Manveer, Jasraj, that always are like, "Yo, let's set up a jam session again." So this time I'm like, "Okay, cool." I messaged all these guys in the Frequency group, and I messaged JJ as well. So we all got together,
Yeah.
and we all ended up jamming out, bringing our own instruments. We had Lakhwinder play sarangi, my brother played tad, we had Ranveer play algoze flute, we had tumbi, we had tolki tol and everything, and all we were doing is just sitting around and jamming out.
And were you guys using this to sample later for other music,
Nah,
or what was
it was
the point?
just to sit down
Okay.
and just jam.
So if we were to shout out some people that are doing big things out of our city, like let's get to that, because everybody's always about supporting whatever's big. Diljit comes out with a track, we want to jump on it. Jazzy B comes out with a track, we want to jump on it. But the whole point is that people who are catering Punjabi music for this day and age, if you see it in tracks, I listened to a track today called Backbone. He's talking about Jat the backbone. You know what I mean? So
I like that song.
Remember we were talking
catering-
about the two people that made music and wrote songs?
Yeah.
Those guys did it.
So those okay, the guys who did
Back
the
in
Johnny B. Pratt.
yeah. Oh, sorry. So explain that so people know, because I
He
really
explained
don't
it last
remember either.
So we explained how two guys write songs and make music, and they're the ones who did that song.
Oh, okay. The ones for Diljit.
So the
do
guy
you know?
did Do You
Backbone.
Know?
Do you
Same
know?
guys
Okay, yeah.
did this song, and this song is Hardy Sandhu,
So,
and
so what they're
Killed it.
obviously targeting is our age group, because yeah, we understand Punjabi. I'm sure there's a word for backbone in Punjabi that they could have used
for
instead
Lord.
of backbone, right? Like
Read the haddi.
dome or something like that, right? Like, but basically what they're saying is that they want to target this new market so they can keep Punjabi music relevant. So coming from Toronto, who are your guys' favorite artists that you guys see that have a good voice, good creative minds, good instrument playing, whatever it is?
I don't know about his
Who's
voice.
coming up?
I don't know
Joti
about his.
Dhillon.
Oh, thank you.
Joti
Thank you,
Dhillon.
thank you.
Outside of this room,
Yo,
we
this
know we
year-
have talented individuals in this room. We got Joti Dhillon. He's coming out with the album. We don't know the album name. We don't know the release
We don't know
date.
if it's an
we don't
album
even
or
know the
single.
album name.
You know how else is really good? Give a shout out to Dave Bawa from Vancouver.
Yeah.
Yo, I think
What
he's,
does he do? What kind of
he's like
R&B
I
singer.
call it Punjabi pop. He's like the,
Punjabi R&B.
he's like
Yeah.
he's like the Justin Timberlake of Punjabi music.
So he actually had
Sick.
Rishi
Like a
Rich.
prophecy, same type of flow, or totally
No, no,
different?
no,
It's the same.
No.
It's the same lane.
Yeah.
Yo, Prophecy.
Same
Prophecy's
He's
a
from
lot
Canada.
like mellower and like a little
It
bit
doesn't matter. It's the
down-tempo.
same English
Yeah.
Punjabi type vibe.
Also,
Okay.
shout outs to
It
Deep
sounds-
Jandu. He's
Deep
producing
Jandu,
and he's
yeah.
killing it.
Huge.
But at the end of the day, he is a singer and he started with
I
singing
saw
as well.
Deep Jandu at Sony Music India. When you're in Sony Music India, you must be doing some big things,
Yeah, he's
right?
doing big
That's
things.
huge. And
J-Statik's doing big things next year. KSR, myself, DJM.
we're not
Yo,
here.
this
to
is
shout
the
out.
year.
We're
I'm
not
fine.
here
This
to-
Yeah,
year,
but like
This is the year.
Yeah.
outside of the group. We're-
Outside of this
Yeah.
group, I'm talking about local. We live in we're
Ellie-
from Brampton. I'm from Brampton, so I know that there's the guys like you were about to say, Ellie
Yo,
Monget.
there's-
Ellie Monger.
Nah,
just-
man.
There's other producers that I'm looking forward to as well. From
To me
Toronto.
right now, the guy I'm looking forward to, like, I've heard, what's it? I've heard Mickey sings 2 new songs, Hold On and Phone.
What
6
happened
songs.
to Mickey Sing?
So, as far as I know, Mickey did his album, had a huge influx of fucking tours and whatever not.
Wait, like his
And then
mixtape?
it's hard for a man to do an entire album which blows the fuck up.
Yeah.
Then having,
Expectations get high.
having
Yeah.
connects with a lot of people
Uh-huh.
and things maybe not going through.
Yeah.
So for him, now he's coming back. He's solid. He's got these 2 songs. From what I've heard, 3 songs, sorry. And from what I've heard, he's got a whole album still to back it.
So he
He's got
just
a
came to
proper
regroup.
album.
He came to
These 3
regroup.
songs that he came up with is just
A sample.
the tip of the iceberg
Do we have
for
a
what he
name
has.
for any of the songs?
This
right
phone?
now.
Yeah, what-
Phone, Hold On, and I can't remember the last one.
I've only heard phone.
So
Hold
phone,
On is sick.
phone
Phone
is
is
for you can play it at parties. Like
Yeah.
it's been requested.
Yo,
like,
that
last
girl
few
in that
parties.
video though, oh my.
No comments.
Mickey Singh, where's Mickey Singh from?
Mickey?
Detroit.
Oh, he's from Detroit. But he
Detroit.
lives in Cali right now.
So he records, he does everything, production,
Yeah.
everything is in
Yeah.
Detroit. And who does he work with? Do we know?
Well, anybody who's good. So right now he's working with Upside Down guys,
Uh-huh.
but he used to work with. I think he still works with Ice in them.
Ice?
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Ice is still his manager.
Who is Ice?
Ice is his DJ Ice. Shout out DJ
Amin.
Ice.
DJ
Amin.
Ice. Has he done
and
anything
Jesse
big that we
and
can
Vinny.
shout
Yo,
out?
he's the rapper on Double Uddy, man. Has he done
Yeah.
anything
Double
big?
where? Double
Double
what?
Uddy.
Double what?
Double Uddy.
Adi.
Double Uddy.
Amar Sandhu, Mickey Singh.
2 heels.
You know it for sure.
Okay.
You know the song.
I always need
The third song was called Lost.
Yeah.
I
got
still
it.
think.
Hold Me.
Oh, that's it. So from my perspective, I still think that Mickey is the guy who's in North America holding it down.
Okay.
I think so, personally.
But he still almost has like
Yo, but like aside from, sorry to cut you off. Aside from our that market, Ali Mangat killed it in India
Yeah.
with that album with Deep Jandu. So he's another guy that's holding it
I
down.
get
Yo.
I get mixed reactions on Ali Mangat, man.
Speaking
Same.
of Ali Mangat,
Right?
He just
Fudu Galla?
No, like I mean, people are like when they hear Ali Mangat, and I've heard it with different types of people. Some people are like, okay, banging beat, it sounds catchy, kind of like a Young Thug if you're comparing to hip hop. He's just saying something that's catchy, but then other people are like, what is he talking about?
Yeah.
So how do we
Ali
feel?
Mangat's sick. He's had banger tracks, but speaking of him, he just punked off some guy recently. Have you guys heard of Yo Yo Nashatar Singh?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yo Yo Nishatar Singh?
Yeah.
Is that like
Punked him?
Nishatar Gill's
He
son?
ripped
He's
him on
just
Snapchat one day. And
Why?
Because he's like, yo, he sucks, but yo,
Yo, but
he
he
sucks.
doesn't. Like,
But he's not.
just a
He's
little
not trying.
kid.
He's not trying to sing either. He's,
He's
like
not. He's
showing
like
his
people-
lyrics. To
he
But
said
somebody.
it himself. He's like, yo,
Nashatar Singh made a reply video. So I seen it today. He's like, yo, Ali, beat मैं तेरा वो बड़ा बहन है. Like, how you gonna talk shit? And
So do we have beef with
That's
Yo
not
Yo
beef,
Nishatar
bro.
No,
Singh?
man. This kid's like a random kid from Punjab in the pind
And he
who put a
sings?
video
he's
up.
like us, bro.
Uh-huh.
This is like one of the guys that like Just Rain makes a video
So Ali
with to make
Mangat doesn't
fun
want
of.
nobody talking shit, basically. Ali Mangat's
I'll
like,
be
if
honest.
you talk shit, I'm
so
coming at you.
we were
What the-
we were in England. I'm not gonna name this artist's name,
No, name the artist.
but he's a big time singer. Has 2-3 big hits in this year.
Everybody's drunk here. You
He
can
said,
name whoever
listen,
you want.
Hold on.
He said if Ali Mangat was in India, he would get slapped for the shit he's doing.
Yeah,
No.
100%.
What?
And
Bro.
what is
And
it?
it's
The way
like-
he's
it's
acting.
not like 2-3
And I'm talking a big time
big
singer.
time. Like,
What is he doing that we would get slapped?
Like
for?
he is,
Apparently.
he's rowdy.
like, yo, the singer
He's
that said
rowdy
this,
and he's out there. Like he called
Text
out
me that.
people, so his
I wanna know who
songs
it
got
is.
leaked. A bunch of his songs got leaked, right?
Okay.
And he called out. He's like, "Jine mere gaane leak kitte ya."
Yeah.
मैं Sheridan the piche.
Wasn't that him and Deep Jandu at the same show?
I don't know
where
who-
they did that. I
I don't
think
know,
I saw
but
a video clip.
he
of
called
that.
out people. He's like, "Yo, come see me and let's see what's good."
But I
basically.
mean, that's a part of your industry.
like, that's-
Did Jine Tere Gaane leak it there? Whoever you gave your songs
That's
to has
different.
probably leaked your
But
track.
also,
you know,
that's
like,
his persona. That's his image that he's trying to put out.
Which is a
right?
gangster
Like he's
Punjabi
doing all
image,
this,
right?
the chopper, the Fudu Gala track. Like that's his
Yeah,
image.
yeah.
That's who
yeah,
he
they're sick
is.
tracks though.
So that's cool.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
that's
there's nothing wrong with
That's
that.
who he is, and that he's not being fake about it.
Yeah,
he
he
is
just
who
go-
he is,
yeah.
and he's putting it out there.
But
So,
they're saying because we have laws here, he can get away with saying stuff like that. But if he was in India, people would come
oh,
to
dude,
his house. And
okay,
slap
let's
him
not
up.
talk about what happens in India. India is fucked up. Have you guys seen that video lately about that girl that went to a meeting at a church and she got burned alive?
Oh, you
There's a
just took it
WhatsApp
to
video
whole
going
nother
around.
direction.
Sorry,
hold on.
I know this is
This
really
is a
next
music.
level.
This is a music podcast. Why are we
Yeah.
talking about
No, but
burnt
we're talking
girls?
about how fucked up India and people in India.
Well, we
Yeah,
already
we're
know
allowed
that.
to cover
Okay,
current,
yeah.
current topics.
Yeah,
Hold
yeah.
on.
Like that video is fucked up. I honestly felt like throwing up.
I even
So
watched
what
that.
I found out is that this girl went to a meet. She's Hindu, and she went to a meeting at a church,
Okay.
and
Like a
everyone
church,
found
like
out.
a Christian church?
Yeah,
Okay.
and like I don't know details, but this is it, like everyone has WhatsApp groups, and that's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
I saw.
Okay.
And I opened it, and at first there was a group of people, men, beating her up with a huge crowd of people around, like it's a mela watching it, and then they burnt her alive.
Wow.
Disgusting. I felt like throwing up.
You know what? You see these videos. I mean, everybody's probably seen the one video about you know how they have the girl dancers at weddings, and then when you first saw the first videos that came out, it was a girl who got shot. When you actually saw it, it was an accidental shooting. You know, there was I guess everybody has guns at weddings, and they want to shoot in the air for celebratory shooting or whatever you want to call it. But she was accidentally shot and she died.
That shit's mess, man. Like we've been to weddings in India and there's signs everywhere that say no firing in palace. But every wedding I've been to, you guys were at the Gary Sandhu wedding too. There's been firings at every wedding I've seen in
Gary
India in the past
Sandhu wedding?
You were at Gary Sandhu's wedding?
No, sorry, not Gary Sandhu's wedding, but the wedding where these guys DJ'd with him.
We DJ'd
Oh,
with
so
them.
he performed at the wedding you guys were
Yeah.
at. But I mean, I think that's the country, and I think that's where they live. But in a place like this, I think it's great that Ali Manga can sing and say whatever he wants.
Freedom of speech.
Yeah, exactly. Do what you want to do. That's him. If people like his music, obviously they do, and that's why he's got so many hits
100%.
on his tracks. That's good. Good for him, man. Keep doing what you
Yo,
do.
let
right?
people talk shit.
Yeah.
Publicity is publicity. It works. It's working for him. That's
Ali's sick.
It is
Ali
who
holds
he
it
is.
down.
Yeah.
Ali's sick.
That's it, bro.
You know, he's doing good.
His
That's
tone,
all.
his voice, his
I think
style
he's
is sick.
Yeah, there was a
I
song
don't
you
think
wanted
he's
to
the
get
greatest
into.
singer, but I think
Em,
he's
what was
sick.
that song that you wanted to play?
Yo, I know what song I want to play.
Uh-huh.
So our man DJ KSR did a wicked New Year's Rick
1 minute
remix.
review. Hold on.
Can I pause that?
Before-
He was looking. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
He
been
was
waiting 50 minutes for somebody to say that. I'll be honest, right now. I've been looking at the clock the whole time, like, yo, when's that gonna come up?
Oh, okay, what were you gonna
Dude.
say?
I was looking at his face. I'm like, I swear to God, he was looking at him like, what are you gonna talk about
I
now?
just remembered
And
it.
then he's like, your podcast is like,
Tell
just completely
tell me how somebody can make a 1 minute mix and get this much
Dude,
attention. So, okay.
That was
hands
sick.
down, it was the sickest mix I've heard of 2016. It was 1 minute long with all the bangers. in
And he had a
2016.
video for it.
And he put the video together and he put the track together. And I'm like,
Dirty.
yo, who do you have working behind the scenes that's doing this? Because I know you don't have
Dirty.
time to do
I
it.
did the video myself.
You did it all
Oh
yourself.
my God.
Just because
Wow.
it was 1 minute, I
You
can
can
handle
dedicate
it.
1 minute
Yeah,
of your
so
life to this.
I like doing that kind of stuff.
can handle
it.
It
Like,
was awesome, but you got a lot of requests to upload it onto SoundCloud.
He
and
got requests
whatever,
to
right?
extend it and
Yeah.
make it longer.
And
Longer,
so,
so-
what are you doing? Are you gonna make an extension? Are you leaving it
No,
at
I
the
just
1
feel
minute?
like I just wanted to do it kind of like to end the year, you know. So onto bigger projects and other projects. So it was cool. It was done. A lot of Bhangra teams picked it up. Bhangra Empire did it as
I
their
saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
saw
pretty
that.
cool. Where can we find it for the listeners that
I
are
didn't even
listening?
see it
It's on
until I saw
SoundCloud.
your
I'm actually gonna
Snapchat.
play it right now, so let's just get into that
Yeah,
real
let's
quick.
listen to that.
Down.
Great.
Yo,
Awesome.
shout out your favorite songs in this because a lot of them are
I
my
got a
favorites,
lot of
yeah.
favorite songs in this too, man. Let's hear it first. Ah, damn, DJ KSR.
Ooh,
Can
that
we get
was
a round
fire.
of applause for that? Come
Fire.
on.
Fire.
All right, DJ KSR, how did you come up with that? I'm gonna reference back to your mixtape, Forever mixtape. That was when I became a fan of DJ KSR personally. How do you come up with this? Like, what do you just do it randomly, whatever comes to mind?
So for this mix one night, I was actually supposed to be working on another track, and then I don't know why I decided to do it. So
Sick idea.
what influenced me was I don't know if you guys remember this. I think it's Earthworm or something like
Earworm.
Earworm. So he used to do the best of pop kind of thing every year. So I just remember that in my mind. But I'm like, okay, let me try this with Punjabi music. So I started off with about 20 tracks and it was about 2 minutes. Then I'm like, you know what? I really want to put it on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I condensed it into even a minute. I took off 1 or 2 tracks that they were okay, but I thought, I didn't really play all the time. So shout out to Aldar Sardar,
I was gonna say who didn't make the cut.
Jave Mundia, and these are I play them, but not maybe all the time.
Yeah.
I've never played Jave Mundia.
Because you
It just came out.
You
It just came
squeezed
out.
in some tracks that are like some real
Lamborghini
bangers.
was in there too. right?
Can we all shout out our favorite tracks?
hold on, let's keep going with this.
So so basically got it down to a minute through every track in that. For me and maybe for all DJs, these are must-play tracks now at every party. And if you listen to it, I think almost all the tracks are from India artists. Like either they're produced by guys from Canada.
I don't
or
think there was
they're
a single
India.
England track from there. UK.
I don't think
No,
so.
no, there hasn't. Yeah, for sure, India's been dominating. the market.
Qadar is from India as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was some
So-
Toronto tracks in there, no?
Well, Deep Jandu.
Why do
yeah.
we think all these tracks are such big hits from India? What's the influence coming out of India that's so
Desi
big? I mean,
Desi
you guys
crew.
have been to India. I think all 4 of you in the last year have been to India, correct?
3 times.
You know what I
3
think?
times.
You know what I think it is with India is because for a long time you had like Atul Sharma and like
Yes.
you know
My boy.
what's his name?
Shout out Joti Dhillon's
Chandy.
first album.
Jati Oja.
Who
And
is
they
that?
wanted to, and you had like a lot of these uncles that are like, you know they're our parents' age in music, right?
Can you break it down? I don't know who Atul Sharma is.
They're
He's the man who made
producers. They played
Bidrakya.
hits.
Atul Sharma.
Honestly, if you're
Bidrakya.
listening to this show and you don't like, go do a little bit of research. Those are
So Google Atul Sharma.
Yes.
Is that what we're
And
talking
they
Atul
don't
Sharma,
give
Surjit Bindarakia.
Yeah.
Shimsher Sandhu, 3 of them are a team that you know every
They
single
were
song
Johnny
by.
and B Prac. That's what they was.
Yeah.
But yo, you know what it is? Like, you know, they're our parents' age and they're from that generation of music. So their influences were that generation of music, right? And now a lot of the people that are coming out of Punjab at the moment, like Amrit Aman and Malkir Talak and all these guys, they're in like our age group, right? So they've grown up listening to that music and then they go up listening to other music and they've partied. Like, yo, the party scene in India is pretty popular. Like, we went partying,
Huge.
right? It was sick.
Chandigarh.
They play hip hop music. They play like the shit we hear here. They play there, so it's cool.
What do they want to hear in clubs? When you're in a club in
so
India,
what it is like, yo, there's a lot of techno music and there's a little bit of hip hop and stuff like that. But like, they know what's going on and they have different. They've been exposed to different genres. You know what I mean? So like, when they're making music that's like music that we're listening to, but it's
Again,
not that
now
influence,
with
right?
the whole internet age, you know, you can listen to everything. You can get all the different styles. So guys like Amrit Maan and all these guys are getting producers from Canada. You know, Deep Jandu's on half these tracks. Intense is on a lot of these tracks. So these guys are hitting up guys from Canada saying, look, we want your sound. And they're putting this sound out in India.
so it's a Canadian sound going to India.
That's huge because like I heard a voice note saying from one of Deep Jandu's tracks saying Paji yoho apna signature daba deo, meaning his trap stuff at the end of every track.
Okay,
Because
so
that's what they want. That's why they're coming down here to get
so
tracks
they
from.
like the Canadian sound. They want to have that, but incorporate it into Indian artists.
And that's why these guys are dominating the market because you know what, they have the lyrics that are catchy and then they have the music that's relatable
How
to
does
our
JJ
generation.
feel? JJ, you've been to India. Have you worked in India? Have you
Well,
recorded?
all 4 of us went there.
Uh-huh.
The 4 of us went there, and
Yeah.
the first thing that we realized is that people are meeting us right off the bat because we're from Canada. Number one, right off the bat, we're from Canada. We have a thing that
But-
they want to meet us.
Listening to your music
regardless
or without
of,
knowing anything
regardless
about
of
you?
the music, they just
Okay.
want to meet.
Yeah.
Now,
Bande Canada to aaya,
once
si
we
milna.
meet them,
Yeah.
once we establish something, once we try to get something done, now this is where politics gets played out, and there's money, there's labels, there's the type of sound, there's the extent of going Western to the extent of not going Western. There's a whole bunch of things that get played that we can't fully.
There's a lot of pieces. to
There's
the
a
puzzle.
lot of pieces, man.
So you can't just
if they
go
don't
out
fit
there.
one of them.
Yeah.
You're gonna finish the song, but is it gonna be something that gets played? Are they gonna shoot a video for it? If you do it for free, is it something that they're gonna be like?
They don't
know
take
what?
you seriously.
Am I gonna do
just
it?
because
No.
you're coming from Canada, every Joe Schmo will meet you in India.
100%.
But does it mean that the music you
know,
make
because
together will get out there?
You've already
Doesn't mean
spent, you know, you've already spent like a couple of G's to come out to India and be there to meet people. So why won't you go spend another couple of G's? This is how they're thinking. Why won't you spend another couple of G's on a fucking song and a video?
No, who's thinking like that?
I can see people
artist.
think like that.
So
I
they're
mean,
like,
regardless of
We didn't get that. Nobody was coming to get our money. So we met people because they wanted to work with us.
they know what you
And
guys do.
I'll name names. Who we met up with Ninja. Who we met up with
You met up with Ninja?
Guitars Bindarakia.
Yeah.
Can you?
AK.
yeah, we met up with Ninja before Tokdaria came out, and
Really?
him and Gold Boy showed us Tokdaria.
Wow.
And then 3 months later, when we came back, we saw that
Before
song
it
blow
came
up.
out, you guys had
Yo,
heard
I
it.
still think that me and KSR have the greatest track with Ninja ever in life.
God.
Has it come out?
It hasn't come out.
Oh,
Can we
that
talk about
song
it?
is fire.
Yeah, 100% we can.
Yeah.
Can we play it?
I think that track, nah. That to me is, that's my selling track. No
He-
matter what I show, whoever we show that to, I'll show it to this
He
guy.
sang that
He's
song
just
on
like,
an
yo,
interview. He sang that song on an
So
interview
what
too.
made the track so great? Collaboration
The
was
lyrics.
just perfect.
lyrics,
Lyrics.
the music, the composition,
Lyrics are
everything
insane.
that came together with it was just perfect.
So
Can
this is
somebody tell me why Ninja is crying in that track that he's in?
Yo,
Like,
why
what
he's
is the
why
purpose
is
of
he
that?
so fucked
But
up
anyway,
with that?
I don't know what it is. But going back to our meeting in India. So before we met and before we blew up, we met up and they heard some of our stuff. We heard some of his stuff.
It's a game.
And then they were like, we want you to do 2 songs for us. Like, they were really excited. And, he recorded like a few vocals for us.
Who's they? That's
him and his manager, Umesh, and
Yep.
then Goldboy was there too. So he's like, look, we want you guys to do 2 songs for us. We're like, yeah, no problem. Then when Kultar Rai came out, this guy blew up. Then it was like a different story. No, it wasn't. It wasn't like that. No. Then Jatta Wali Gal came out.
Gal Jatta Wali.
Gal Wali Jatta Wali.
Which these guys did originally.
So
yeah,
we did that track.
That's
too.
another conversation.
Oh, sorry. Say that again. What? Who did that originally?
Yeah.
Finish.
So that's another track we did with him. So he released it himself with another producer. But their whole thing was, hey, listen, we want to sign you to our label and you can only work with us.
You, DJ KSR,
and
and
J-Statik.
Okay.
And be under his camp.
Nice.
And I don't know if they had issues with Goldboy because Kultar Rai blew up so big that he started working with other people and then they felt they want to control the situation. So they felt like they would need to control us because if this song blew up, we would be working with other people. And why wouldn't we work with other people? I mean, we have our own brand, we have our own name. So I told Umesh, I'm like, no, that's not going to work for us. So they took that song another route and worked with another producer.
Wow. Okay. So it just comes down to, I guess, controlling the situation.
I still personally think I've heard the one that you guys produced and I fucking love it. And then when I heard the one that got released,
you didn't love it.
I didn't like it as much.
I never played that song at a wedding once.
But you know what the funny thing is? Other people have heard the new version and then hear our version. It all comes down to perception. You've heard our version beforehand. I've heard my version beforehand. And I've showed other people beforehand. Some people love our version and some people heard the original, love the original version. It is what it is. It's preference. It's knowing what it is.
It is. I'm going to be straight up because I've always said it. I've always like the version that came out better than the version that you guys made.
Which is fine. I'm down with that.
I like you guys' version, but like
when I heard
it wasn't mastered.
I didn't have the version.
When I heard the original, when I heard the version that came out, and I swear, like me and you guaranteed looked at each other when we heard the version that came out.
Me and you and KSR.
Yeah, me and KSR.
Well, is that
you
just
see the video?
I
know you're gonna see the video.
Is that just being proud of your work? You love what you do,
man.
no?
My goal in making music, and I know his goal in making music and mixtapes is, I'm not gonna make something that's shitty and done. If I'm working with an artist, it's gonna be the best song that motherfucker's ever made. I guarantee you.
I've heard JJ make some stuff that I thought was out of this world, and he's like, I'm not putting this out there because I don't feel it's up to that level of.
And plus,
your
we gotta feel comfortable playing it at our own parties. If I don't want to play it, that means it's fucking shit. Not good. Right?
That's one thing though. These guys have worked with a lot of guys, but nothing has come out yet. Well, like their Rope Jattida with guitars got leaked.
Yeah.
But that's another story too. But it didn't
But that track
these guys
never
have been doing big
officially.
things, but it just hasn't been out there.
So it just came out on our social media networks.
It brings me back to before New Year's, we had a Christmas party at my house, and we were playing music on the TV. All the uncles, we had a goat meat party. And
I wasn't invited.
You were invited.
No, I wasn't.
No, you were invited to the other goat meat party you didn't show up to. But anyways, AK Jordan came on, right? And I'm a big fan of Jordan shoes. I love Jordan, and I thought back to when you guys were talking about the Jordan tracks, right? And you guys said that you had a banger Jordan track.
First off, I'm down. I'll fucking air this laundry, no problem.
Okay.
I showed multiple people, including AK, the song Jordan, and that song magically just came out with another Jordan song.
We got feelings in the
Fuck
studio.
That. No. That song was done from.
You gotta explain more detail to people that don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
That Jordan Shoes song, not the one that AK came out with. I had a Jordan Shoes song done.
I didn't like the one he came out with.
It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it does not matter if you liked it, didn't like it, whatever it is. Yeah. I had a Jordan Shoes song done with Deep Jandu. I had it done, I think last year. Correct?
Sick trap.
About last year done.
Okay.
Complete trap vibe, very good, very crazy.
Nice.
Suki's the one who wanted to get it done. Musical Doctor, shout out him.
Musical Doctor.
Yeah, he wanted to get it done. We're like, all right, cool. Deep did the track. Boom, finished. Song was done for a good 6 months. After that, obviously, we're always looking to meet up with new producers, new people. The only way you can get them to actually do music for you or start doing music for you is to show them music. You got to show them music in content. You can't be like, "But you do a song with me," and then you come up with that
Well, you talked about that last time, the game of like kind of give him your
gotta give him
good
something,
stuff,
right?
and you give him your great stuff, right? Yeah.
So I showed him Trendsetter, which
Yeah.
was done back then. I
Before
showed him,
Jazzy B was on it.
100%. No, Jazzy B was on it.
Okay.
Showed him Jordan shoes. Showed him a couple other songs, and he walked away. And then 4 or 5 months later, all I see is Jordan AK. And don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
I fit him up. We've talked.
Horn
Yeah.
Dust is
But
all
I'm
over
not
that track
down
too.
with that.
Yeah.
I'm not down
The
with those
idea
kind of
was
moves.
yours originally.
Because now Jordan Shoes, the one we had, is scrapped.
Yeah.
The beat's fucking sitting there.
Uh-huh.
And now we have to come up with another weird ass version, which has to be done.
So
And
if you
I'm
come
not happy
out
with
with
it.
your original Jordan shoe that was made
That's
before that,
sneaky,
you look
man.
like a biter.
That's pure
Yeah,
snake.
I look like the biter now.
Yeah,
Or
because
he
he's
looks like
already
the biter,
put it
or
out.
someone looks like the
Yeah,
biter.
and I think
that's what we were
a-
talking about. Like the India market is so fucked up. Like we're Canadians and we're born this way. Like to be honest, people in India said it too. Like "Tusi baro aaya." Like we're literally innocent little kids to these guys. These
Yeah.
guys are fucking foul, man.
Well, I mean, it just comes down to the fact that if you have an idea and you've heard it in the studio, that's just, I mean, on yourself to, if you're going to take that idea, run with it, put a track out, put it out there, and be like, I'm the one who made that track. That's, I mean, it's business at the same time, but it's not very fair, you know?
Yeah, man.
And what are you going to say? Once the track's out there and everybody in the world has heard it, you can't come back and be like, oh, he stole my idea,
Thunder.
or that was my idea, but... It is what it is. I mean, it's done with. It's out there. So let's move on, right?
I say we play.
That's sort of like the Lambert and Dr. Zeus beef kind of thing, bro.
Lambert and Dr. Zeus have beef?
So they've had-
Yo, wait, Lember is still alive? Like where's
No,
this
this
guy?
is like
Yeah.
10 such
No,
as
but like, you know how you guys are saying, like, you know, one thing happens
Lamburger.
and one thing...
Lamburger.
Exactly. So you
Lamborghini?
guys are talking about, like, you know, one thing happens at one end of the world and then you go back to the other end of the world and, you know, shit just hits the fan. So, for those of you that don't know, Lambert did the album with Zeus and then went to India and released the album, right? It's the
Without
same kind of-
Zeus's approval.
Exactly, right? So it's kind of like that.
I didn't
It
know
is.
that. What album was that?
First one.
No, not the
Satya-
first one.
Satya
His
Sanaya.
first full album, but it had Satya Sanaya.
And doesn't Zeus have some sort of rights over
You
that?
know what?
Like,
You know what
Zeus-
Zeus did? Zeus released the album with every name of the song goes Dr. Zeus featuring Lamb Burger.
No
Yeah.
way.
What?
And
So he
the
just
I
roasted
didn't.
it
I don't
on
know,
every
man.
track.
I didn't see this.
album was called Original Edit, and then even Satya Sanaya, you can his version at the beginning has talking like has a skit in it, where Lambert's has just like the sarangi playing.
Really? Wow. So that,
But
I mean,
even on his part, I don't know. Like there was labels pressuring him too. So
You know what's crazy? There's
Guys,
Where
like-
is Lember though? what's up with him? That guy is an amazing vocalist.
No,
but,
you know
like,
what? To put it to rest,
He
though,
got
there's a
deported.
TV show in England on
I
British.
thought he was Amelie, straight up. I'm not gonna
He,
lie. I went to
apparently-
his show way back. And,
he was bringing a lot of people under visas as their musicians, and they were staying in wherever he was going.
damn.
UK, India.
I remember like one of my boys, one of my cousins is part of Untouchables UK, and he took us to a club in England, and I went up to this guy. I was so excited to meet him. He was wearing a yellow pug, and we all know Lember is dark as fuck. And he was wearing a tie that was like metallic silver, and it looked like wrapping paper.
So the song "Me and You" worked on our
You and I, proper English.
you and I.
So
little
fucking
bitch.
changed.
What's this? Jarche. Originally,
Whoa.
I had pitched it to Lember, so I met with him, and then obviously he's all about money and just like he was trying to get more and more money. I think he like won like 10 grand. I was like, all right,
to
suck
do
my
a
dick.
track.
Yeah,
Wow.
and song was done, beats done, lyrics done, everything. 10 grand, and only reason was because he's here. So when these guys come to North America, they're all they see is dollar bills. Like they don't see people, they
It's
see
like
dollar
kabaddi
bills.
players. So when I'm in
I
Canada, kabaddi player comes to Canada. Let's make all the money I can and then get back, right? And you can vouch for that.
No,
Well,
it
not
comes-
vouch for it, but
I remember
appreciate it.
contacting out to like Lember's people. I'm like, you know, I'd like to get a track with Lember a few years ago, right? And I was quoted 2,500 pounds, which is fucking 5 G's for some guy who hasn't released anything big in like fucking 10 years.
He hasn't. Yeah, that's what I was asking. Like, what's up with him? Why isn't he releasing anything?
I think he just washed up, man.
He's a
You know
straight
what?
up
He did. He
vocalist,
did release it. He released that.
He's still a you. That
It's like some weird word like chiku 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 or
So,
something.
No matter what you think of, when you think of Lambert, you think of UK. He described
100%.
the
UK
entire
market.
UK fucking market. Under the Influence was UK, and that was the greatest fucking album
And
to
then
me
before
in
that was
UK.
Dust
100%.
Shout out to Lember. He had that
Dust
track
Dust
Build the
Dust
Yard, man. That's
Bro,
one of my favorite tracks
that
ever.
is the best track. That is still, to me, and I swear to God, the best track of all time. That song was
100%.
so...
Can you sing it?
banging.
Yo,
What
I was
track
in
is that?
grade 8 when this song
Yo,
came
they
out.
are.
Yo,
I was in
sing
grade
it.
8. I listened to that song the whole way to our Quebec trip.
So you must know it pretty well. Can we hear it? Can we hear
Sing-
it?
I don't think I can do justice
I think
to
you
this
can do
track.
it. I
Sing
think
the
you
song.
can do
I've been
justice.
told never sing a song that you can't do
Shut up.
justice to.
You
Just
can
sing
do
the song.
justice to it. Let's go, Joti.
Background music. Soft.
Maaf karna. I won't do justice
No.
to it.
Fuck this guy.
Just sing it lower scale.
ਨੀ ਲੱਗੀਆਂ ਤੋੜਨੇ ਬਾਲੇ ਨੀ ਬੋਲੇ ਬੋਲ ਪਗਾ ਲੈਣੀ ਆਪੇ ਹੀ ਬੇਮੁਖ ਹੋਮੀ ਨਾ ਨੀ ਸੋਹਣੇ ਦਿਲਬਰ ਖੋਮੀ ਨਾ ਕਰੀ ਦੇ ਸੱਜਣ ਉਦਾਸੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਨੀ ਨਾ ਹੋ ਬੇਪਰਵਾਹ ਕੁੜੀਏ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਯਾਰ ਗਵਾਚੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਨੀ ਨਾ ਹੋ ਬੇਪਰਵਾਹ ਕੁੜੀਏ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਸੱਜਣ ਗਵਾਚੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਨੀ ਨਾ ਹੋ ਬੇਪਰਵਾਹ ਕੁੜੀਏ ਵਾਹ ਵਾਹ ਵਾਹ
Yes,
That was
Joti
sick. That was sick. That was sick. That was
Hell
sick.
yeah.
With that.
Thank you, boys.
Amazing. Anybody who
Thank
can
you,
sing
boys.
on point, on demand like that, all props goes to you, man.
I wish I could.
Kultar,
you
sing
all the
right
luck.
now.
Thanks.
I can't.
Sing.
Tomorrow morning, I'll record myself in the shower. I'll send it to you guys. Voice notes.
Sick.
All right. Anyways, so let's just wrap this up with 2017. Everybody's on a new vibe. KSR is the
Yo.
new me. Everybody's doing new things.
We got-
Do we have anything that we're looking forward to
We got-
2017? Are we trying to do new things? Are we changing ourselves?
I say we just leave it out there because we got
No.
things we're gonna do, but we don't got dates.
Oh, I got my thing. Me and you were
Me and
going to the
JJ
gym.
gonna lose weight.
We're going to the
The
gym.
gym.
Oh. 50 pounds, 3 months.
I had a New Year's
I hope-
resolution.
I
50
lose
pounds,
in 3 months.
There it is.
I mean, I'm
That's
down
gonna
too.
KSR,
but
we got new resolutions.
I'm down for that too, but I wouldn't like call it out like
I'm
that.
calling it out. I'm going to make it happen. You down?
We're pulling the scale out next time we come in here. All right?
My
So
New
we
Year's
got 50
resolution
pounds.
is putting out songs.
Good.
Which we're doing.
100%. ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਗਾਣਾ ਛੱਡ ਦੇਣਾ ਫਿਰ
Right.
ਮੈਂ ਬੈਂਕ ਬੁੱਕ ਚ ਜੌਬ ਲੱਭ
You should
ਕੇ
do that
ਵਿਆਹ ਵੀ
anyways.
ਕਰਾ ਕੇ
No, you should do that anyways.
Bank booking is a job, Meldia.
It's a good backup.
Yeah.
That's it.
Anyways,
man.
we got one thing left though, boys.
What do we got left?
My favorite part of the whole episode.
Let's go.
Punjabi Shazam.
With drum roll? Can we get a
Let's
drum
do
roll?
this. Let's do this. Let's do this. You guys better get rocked again.
we're all gonna play this time. Tari, I know you're not gonna get a single point, but we got our boy
I'm dedicated to
H.A.
getting a single
Herman.
point. All right?
Let's
Herman
introduce
Atwal.
our
But
star.
Herman Atwal, our DJ.
Bada bhai
H.A.
ban.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Oye, mera mere jidan, you know?
Yo, Joti's already trippy because he lost last time, and the king is back.
My theory is,
Hey,
I have a feeling I'm going to lose every time. I know I'm going to lose every time.
Still in the house. Who we shouting out? We shouting out Nav, your boy? We gotta shout him out.
Shouting out everybody, the whole Frequency family, Static, Joti Dhillon, M, KSR, Thadi Kultar, aka Kultar Rai, rest in peace, Snoopy, Rexdale family, what up?
Oh,
Yo, I got a
Okay,
video.
okay,
I got a
okay.
video on my phone of
Down.
Snapchat from your plane ride, and it's this guy saying, "Can we get a culture ride, please?"
Alright, yo, Herman, you wanna get that screen away from me
Punjabi
so I don't
Shazam,
win?
let's get this going.
All right, let's go.
Manit is the reigning champ. I'm about
I'm
to
like
take
mad
over.
smack right now. What if I get smacked?
Alright, guys,
I got this.
we got first track coming up.
First track.
Right now.
First
track
Number
coming
one.
up.
Number one. Longyear Pendia.
Oh, did he get that right?
Point goes
DJ M. 1 point to DJ M.
Man,
Point
what's
to
the
India.
brain thing?
मैं नहीं खेलना.
Go, next
Okay,
track.
next
मैं खेलना ही नहीं.
Alright.
Here we
Next
go.
track.
Here we go.
Ready?
Next track.
चीरे वाले का bro.
Who got that?
JJ.
Point goes to J-Statik.
Alright.
I know why you
Yo,
know
cheers
that
to that.
song so quick.
Yo,
Hell yeah, that's why I know it.
Track name? Track name?
Chire Walia Gabarua.
Chire
Bye.
Walia
If you guys
Gabarua.
forgot, everybody that lost has to take a sip.
All right,
Yo,
let's go.
JJ
I'll
just
drink
sampled
anyways.
that track like 2 days ago.
Yeah, it is.
Oh?
Well, I think it is.
We can hear him.
Yeah.
I can hear it, yeah.
All right.
Alright, guys.
Third track. Let's go. JJ 1 M1.
Alright.
Oh.
Nach Didra, Eko Tera Lakhwinder.
Oh my
Who got
god.
that?
But you know what version that was? That was a jelly
That was a
version.
jelly, yeah.
Not the good butt
not
choky
the
one.
other- yeah, yeah,
Hold
yeah.
on. Did he just differentiate the track?
Yeah.
All right.
I
DJ
started singing the lyrics. That's how I do it because I don't know the song names because I'm not a DJ.
DJ M2.
I'm like Nach Didra wale ek bota ja mar
J-Statik
ke.
1.
Alright, guys.
DJ
ready?
M2.
I can do that too if
J-Statik
you
1.
want.
Let's go. Track 4. Let's
Hold on.
go.
Okay, this is for
Oh. Sir cut me.
Chaos Muckin. Oh.
Sir cut me.
Uh, DJ M is unstoppable.
Oh my God.
Number 3.
I'm-
three.
Yeah, we're
reading
gonna get
the
some
title.
different competitors
I
in this
swear to
shit.
God, I'm reading the title in my
Wow.
head. It takes forever.
I can't even.
Mummy.
I can't even start with
Mummy,
you guys.
menu
All right, let's go. Fifth track. Are we
Mummy
ready?
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਖੇਲਣ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੰਦਾ
We're ready for that 5th track. Let's go. Yeah.
That's track number 3,
Last track
no?
is Punjabi Shazam.
Okay, hold
for the
on.
night.
Get a
Let's go.
point, Kamal.
Ready?
Share marna.
Oh my
Oh my God. Jam done. Oh
Bro,
my God.
what the fuck do you smoke?
I don't
Yo,
know.
We gotta finish
I
our
smoked
drink.
some shit still.
Yo, that was impressive.
Yo, son, your
What do
brain
you
has
mean,
some
like the
fucking
Chronic 2001?
The Chronic 2001.
Okay.
Yo, like,
I want to know. I want this battle. I thought you might not even. I just want to know if you guys can get this one just off the record.
All right, we got a bonus track coming
Bonus
from
track,
H.I. Wall.
bonus track.
We got the
Yo.
score at 4 to
One.
1. DJ M's got
Zero.
4. J-Statik's
I'm
got
happy I
4.
got one. That's fucking 50% from
He
you
got
right
it, he got it. But we got a bonus
Yo, it's
track
2 on
coming from
2
H.I.
right
Wall.
now.
Let's go, H.I. Wall. Drop that track.
This track brought this artist back to life. So drop it right now.
Is it Masopuria?
This artist brought this track back to life.
That's the police that dead, bro.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Ready?
Oh,
बेच के
और
जमीन-
ले मन करे तो like
Come on. Who's got a KSR? Let's go.
काका जी.
Yeah.
Ah.
What song?
मन करे तो
Damn.
काका जी.
You know,
Can we
you know,
hear the track?
Gup Sera produced it.
Track brought
Millennium
Is that
Tag.
the Sands track?
No, the Kaka.
No, Gup Sera produced it. It's काका जी. It's a
Not
track
a
that blew him
fucking
up.
clue. Never heard it.
Yeah, I thought you said
You know, he
brought
used to
it
play.
back
Mankira
to
Tala
life.
used to play kabaddi
And he
in
sucked.
Brampton.
ਮਾਮੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਸਾਊ ਬੜਾ
Hi hi.
ਔਰ ਮੰਮੀ
ਮੰਮੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਪੁੱਤ ਮੇਰਾ ਸਾਊ ਹੈ ਬੜਾ ਨੀ
That's the one?
ਤੇਰੇ ਕਾਕਾ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਲੱਭਦੀ
That's the track that made him. That's the track that made him.
ਬਾਪੂ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਪੁੱਤ
Anyways.
Yeah.
I think next time I should pick the song and say, y'all niggas.
Yo, I say,
my
Bro,
God.
DJ
I'm not
M.
gonna lie. In this whole group of fucking this trend of songs, this guy kills it.
Yeah.
I have no clue
That's
what's
why
going
I
on.
So
told
let him
you-
run it next time. Let's see
Yeah,
who's second
yeah.
best. Well, we'll play for second.
I will
So we can play with you.
First time,
He's
first
on a
it's
whole
okay, it's
nother
okay.
level.
I'm down.
I think a fair Shazam war is you guys take
Mike
a
Vich ball,
dump-
Mike Vich ball.
You guys take a dump of 10 tracks each and put
Or
it into-
we use one of our computers. Maybe that could be a difference.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
He knows how to when it queues up.
Yo, honestly,
I don't know. I don't think that's gonna work for even
We
me.
hear controversy.
I know my
in the
songs.
game.
And I have all the same key points as this guy.
Hold on. So
I'm
when
gonna
we
study all
invented
night.
this game, it was my laptop.
And that's that
So
one.
should we go back to basics?
Yeah, but you only played 1990 pre.
Yeah,
Yo,
100%.
honestly, we can
Hey,
play 1980s,
everybody's
70s.
born
What do
here
you want to
before
play?
1990.
I only know the
What's wrong
songs
with
that Jadam
What era? Yo, what era do you want to play in, bro?
Pre 1990.
Give him a
Yo,
fair
I'll
one.
play
DJ
70s,
KSR,
80s,
give him
90s.
a
You
fair
pick an
one.
era, bro. You
Give him
pick
a
an
fair
era.
one.
Pangalia now.
1990s, we
Yeah,
can all
no, I'm
compete with
serious.
1990s.
All right, boys.
okay?
Okay, guys. I say we wrap up this episode. We do a different episode of Shazam next time. Manit's gonna be the one running the game because he's
too
killing
fucking
it.
good.
He's killing
Or
it.
we bring my laptop.
Me and DJ KSR didn't even get a point.
Let's,
But,
let's
boys,
I got a point.
Oh, we were playing?
That's why I said we did like 10 songs, you know.
Happy New Year, boys! Happy New Year! We're gonna bring out the best of 2017.
Yeah.
Everyone
Happy
holding
New
it
Year.
down.
New
Cheers!
year, new us.
Yo, we want to thank everyone to
Success to everyone.
Thank you everyone for
everyone who's
listening,
listening
watching.
right now. We
Yeah.
We got
appreciate it very
JT and
much.
Major Realty Group behind the camera.
Who we shouting out?
Shout outs to
big
JT
shout
and
to everybody
Major.
listening and our videographer.
You know what?
JT
All the
and
love
Major.
that
Everybody.
we've received already is
Huge.
uncomparable
We hope this
to
doesn't- if
anything
you guys
that we
have
ever
any-
experienced.
That
Thank
first
you for the
episode?
feedback.
Yeah,
You know, we
absolutely.
appreciate it.
Yeah, we're over 20,000 hits, and we're just like 5 guys
Sick.
Yeah,
drinking
you-
some
Also-
fags and talking the shit.
I don't know about next episode, but eventually we want to bring some other people onto the show as
Well,
well.
guests are coming.
Yeah,
We're
we
gonna
will
start
be.
off with people from Toronto.
We got
maybe
guests.
Someone
We
like,
already got guests in
I'm
line.
not gonna name any names, but how about you guys in the comments or somewhere along this episode? Let us know who you guys want to see on the show. Someone from Toronto,
There it is.
someone from around the world.
Or even what you want to hear us talk about. So what kind of topics? Let us know, man. We're here.
100%.
We have nothing better to do. We'll talk
Straight
about
up, man.
everything.
This is what we
The
do.
bottle
All right,
never
boys.
finishes, so
24/7
let's
music
go.
as it is.
Bottoms up.
Bottoms
Okay,
up.
JT,
Cheers.
go take it straight.
Frequency and friends, we out.
Don't drink and drive, and alcohol is consumption injurious to health.
Yeah.